Can we set the politics aside and also bust these narratives? Because you know very well that there are a few who have played this elitist game within the Muslim fraternity itself, within the Indian Muslim community itself. It's time to call this out. Will you put your hand up and say, I am in support of a common law?
Okay, so good afternoon firstly. And yes, this seems like a very exhaustive survey. So congratulations to the CNN News 18 team. I'd like to iterate once. It's not about being for and against the motion. Right now, the certain misgivings in various communities and groups, and it's not just a Muslim group that it's being made to be. Like even the Sikh group, the Shiromani Gurudwara Parmandik committee has certain misgivings because they feel that the distinct identity of a religious group might get eroded. So there are certain apprehensions from various sections that have come out. Even Mr. Shashi Tharoor has pointed out that it's not about being for and against, because firstly we need to see the draft. What is the draft? What is the architecture of the draft? And then we need to take the various stakeholders into account and ask their opinion. Doing a survey is great by itself.
The biggest grouping who are going to get affected are Hindu women and Muslim women, and then of course Christian women, Sikh women, Parsi women. It's in the same order in terms of how it comes. Now the Shiromani Gurudwara Prabandhak Committee, you know very well who drives it, which political party drives it, and what their political position is, Saira ji. So I am asking you, are you in support of a common law? Let's steer clear of the politics.
No. I'm not doing any politics here because I'm very pro-women, and you know that I am very vocal about women's rights. I'm simply going to say that I'm not going to give my consent on something that is grey. Okay, I'm right now agnostic on the issue. I want to see the draft. What is the architecture of the draft? And definitely if it's about equal inheritance,
right, now we've got news just coming through. Maharashtra Deputy Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis has reacted on News18's UCC survey. First reaction on the mega UCC poll already coming in. Maharashtra Deputy Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis has now reacted. He has spoken to CNN News 18 and he has said that Network 18 survey clearly shows that the common person on ground is in support of a common civil code. It's the first big political reaction that's come in within 15 minutes of us putting out our survey here on CNN News 18. Devendra Fadnavis speaking to CNN News 18 and saying that this is what the mood of the common person on ground is. Prime Minister Narendra Modi knows what is best for people and acts accordingly. He has added that all religions seem to welcome a common civil code, and this is of great importance to us. I hope this survey is an eye-opener for all those politicians who are opposing UCC. Steer clear of the politics. Do what is good for the country and its people. Zaka, big reaction this.
And Devendra Fadnavis coming out and saying that this survey is actually, throwing light into what exactly Muslims think. And I think that's important because, like you've been saying, you can't have one elite group of men deciding for the entire community. And like I said, the words that they used was, morality of the majority cannot override minority rights. Is that what really the community is thinking? And I think this survey points to that direction as to what is it that Muslim women are thinking. Let me just play out that soundbite of Devendra Fadnavis. He spoke to my colleague Vinaya Deshpande in Mumbai, and he was asked specifically about these survey findings and what he makes of them. This is the Maharashtra Deputy Chief Minister.
नेटवर्क 18 ने जो सर्वे किया है उससे स्पष्ट होता है कि देश की जनभावना ये यूनिफॉर्म सिविल कोड के साथ है। प्रधानमंत्री जी जनभावना को समझते हुए ही देश में निर्णय करते हैं। देश के अंदर सारे समाज के धर्मों के लोगों में यूनिफॉर्म सिविल कोड को लेकर जिस प्रकार की एक मान्यता इस सर्वे के माध्यम से दिख रही है, ये अपने आप में एक बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण इस प्रकार की बात है। जो राजनेता बिना जाने इसको अपोज कर रहे हैं, शायद इस सर्वे के बाद उनकी आंख खुलेगी और देश हित में वे भी निर्णय लेंगे।
Zaka, we've got a lot of viewers already congratulating us for this survey, and they are also saying take it to the Sikh women, take it to Parsi women, take it to Christian women, and also asking how many women are actually there in SGPC. So this is about what women of India want. So you asked Muslim women, let's go across and stretch it to all other communities too. So clearly, huge amount of welcome for what we have for our effort here.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, I think the idea of this survey was to understand through a representative sample of Muslim women as to what do they think about the issues in a uniform civil code, whether it's marriage, divorce, succession, etc. And I think on the issue of inheritance/succession, it's very, very clear that Muslim women want just the same rights as Muslim men do, which is why this whole idea of just 1/4 property being bequeathed to a Muslim daughter or a Muslim woman, whereas the son gets half or more than half, that just doesn't stand the test of law. If you were to put that to test of Article 14 and 15 of the Indian Constitution, it simply doesn't stand because it is an unequal method that has been arrived at. Also, remember, these are not codified laws. Muslim personal laws have not seen any meaningful reformation since 1937, since the abolition of the Muslim Marriages Act and since the introduction of the Sharia Act, as it were. There has been no meaningful attempt to try and reform Muslim personal law until a few years ago when the practice of triple talaq was banned.
Right.
That is the first time that there has been any sort of meaningful attempt to try and reform Muslim personal law. Whereas if you look at Hindu personal law, Christian laws, etc., have seen from time to time, either through the courts of law or through legislation in Parliament, they have seen several reformative movements. So I think that is again something that is revealed very clearly in this survey, that it's high time for some of these civil aspects, like you said, civil contracts, to have a uniform nature, whether you happen to be a Muslim woman or a Hindu woman or a Christian man or a Sikh woman. I think that is the nub of what this survey is pointing to.